Hey, Haristan, welcome. How you doing? Let's turn that down a bit. Okay, everything. Whoop. Everything's all set up. Now, so here's the first stage of the Gabagulatorium. Stream broke. I was also tabbed out of the client. Maybe it. Yeah, just try refreshing the page. It says that I'm live. Yeah, there's just a hiccup on your end. Okay. So our guy is really hungry. So our first order of business is probably just get some dog. Oh, here we go. Am I doing quite... Oh, really? Are you... I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks, dude. Well, we're just going to have some lighthearted fun here on our end. So it's mostly new characters that we've not seen before on the stream. Let's talk to Gond and Knuckles. The tiny, foul-smelling echidna wheezes loudly as he shuffles towards you. Beady, crossed eyes. Alright. Oh. Okay, beady crossed eyes glinting with mischief. He clicks his tongue rapidly, saliva dripping from his snout as he ogles your height. Oi, brother, you are a big, strong wolf. Very impressive. Do you know the way? He rummages in his tattered pouch before pulling out a suspiciously glowing vial. I have special potion for you, make you even bigger, yes. Very good for finding queen. He licks his lips hungrily. Already I found my queen, Oriana, muscle snake woman. She will crush me in mighty embrace. But you look like you need potion too. He waggles the vial aggressively, grinning a toothy, uneven grin. Take it, brother. Spread the way of blessing to others. Or maybe you prefer... His eyes flick towards Seraphine nearby. The tall white dragon lady. She could be queen for you, yes. He suddenly erupts into manic laughter, spit flying as he does. Ebola for all. Alright. Sure. Pulls out the guy. It's been a long... Hey, Forbidden Night. It's been a long time since I've seen the clip that this guy's based on. I don't know if I'm getting the voice right. I'll take your potion with gratitude. How you doing, Forbidden Nights? I'm glad that everybody's getting on, getting into making the village, the new village. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Imagine the expanded village with all the extra shops and stuff. Library, jail. Okay, his beady eyes bulge with manic delights as he thrusts the glowing vial at you, stubby fingers quivering. You are wise, brother. This is the way. He hops excitedly, nearly tripping over his own feet. But first, he suddenly stops, squinting suspiciously. You do not have Ebola? No. Good, good. Resumes shoving the potion toward you. Take, drink, become strong like Queen Oriana. Then you help me find more queens, yes? Spittle flies as he giggles. The potion make love happen. Make chaos, too. With the stream, I'm doing a three-way. Oh, yeah? Who else is in the three-way? Uncontrollable clicking erupts from his throat as he dances in place, awaiting your next move. Receive potion from Ugandan Knuckles. Oh. Stream Pal World and changing. I've never actually played Pal World. I saw a few clips of it, like these VTubers playing it. Changing Thena's head. Oh no, I thought she looked okay. Well, whatever. Let's see. Seraphine. Her white draconic ears twitch in alarm as she steps forward. Her large wings flaring slightly in concern. Oh dear, oh my. No, please don't drink that. She swiftly moves closer, her long tail flicking nervously. That looks like an unauthorized potion of allure. And they're highly illegal in Verndal. It could have unintended effects, to say nothing of the risks of improper brewing from... She glances at Ugandan Knuckles, then quickly looks away, scales flushing slightly. Unverified sources. Yeah. The white kind of frosted eyeliner and eyelashes reminds me of a certain like anime character, but I can't think of who. Yeah, she's a good design. Spins towards Seraphine with a screech, saliva arcing through the air. Oi! I don't think it's her, but I'm thinking of Pandora from ReZero. Yeah. I think there's someone in that anime. But I don't remember if it's like the main girl that the guy is trying to be a knight for. Fat-winged lizard, brother. He jabs a grimy claw at her chest. You interrupt the sacred gifting. This is the true way of Uganda. He suddenly freezes, eyes rolling wildly as he takes in Seraphine's height, then begins vibrating with excitement. Wait. He scrambles backwards, almost falling into the dirt. You tall. You scaly. He clutches his face with greasy paws. Could it be? Are you the queen? His voice drops into a dramatic whisper. Are you the queen? But there's also someone I can't think of. Oh, shit. Hold on. It was nobody. Let's see. Makes a distressed squeaking noise, backing away with alarm. 4-way? What's the 4th way? Oh goodness. I'm quite certain I'm not a queen. Not at all. Oh, wait, did she call the guards? Her white wings flutter nervously behind her as she glances towards Noja with increasingly obvious distress. Please, that potion really shouldn't be consumed. The legal penalties alone. She sucks in a sharp breath. Shit! Oh, that was on another save that I got. Anyway, Darian's not a big fan of me because of, you know, my fighting dinner cooking in the background. What are you making? She sucks in a sharp breath. Hey, powerful, welcome. She sucks in a sharp breath as Uganda Knuckles suddenly lurches to his feet, then turns and bolts toward the village with remarkable speed. Her tail nearly taking out a small shrub in her panicked retreat. I should fetch the town guard right away. Yes, her voice trails off as she disappears into the bend, leaving the sound of rapidly crunching grass in her wake. Salmon. Oh. I had some venison after the last stream. It's pretty good. What's going on? We got new roster of characters, and we just got started. I was doing more coding before the stream started. There's a long way to go. There's a long way to go. Well, geez, she called the cops on me because... Okay. And I never got the potion. Oh shit, I just wanted something to eat. Let's see if Hayden's Bakery is open before I get arrested. What did you give her? Nothing. Knuckles tried to offer me a potion that she thought was an illegal potion. For some reason, she thought it was a potion of allure. And so she called the cops, but the cops only aggro on you. Shit, you're trapped in there. No. Yeah. I just wanted some food. Well, I mean, Gareth's open at night. Like, if you're hungry at the start of the day, eat, well, yeah, like the afternoon. Yeah, you can get food from Gareth late, but we have breakfast and dinner, but no real lunch place. But that's about to change because I'm gonna open the Gabagoolatorium and we're gonna roleplay as a butcher and 1,000 fucking gold. Suck my dick. Hating it, day. Yeah. In other ways too. The fox guard steps into the dim bakery, his blue eyes sharp as they lock onto you, tension radiating from his fur, despite the casual flick of his tail. Noja, hand over the potion, now. Seraphine's already sent for the guards. But if you cooperate, we can settle this before they drag you to Thalastern Irons. His paw rests on the hilt of his dagger, not threatening yet, but making it clear he won't hesitate if you resist. You know the fine for contraband, 1,000 gold. Or you can tell me who gave it to you, and we'll see about knocking... that down. Well, knocking it down. I didn't even get the potion. Take it easy. First of all, feel free to search me and my secondly that little doesn't seem like he's nearly smart enough to brew something properly. I was humoring him, and his vials are probably just some random disgusting fluid. Go wash the dishes? Okay, cool. Keyboard noises, yeah. How else would you know I was typing? Snorts, tail flicking impatiently as he steps closer. Save the excuses. Whether it's real or not, you still accepted contraband. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Give you a choice for attempted possession, or you tell... Last chance. Wait, what? Did he just fucking... Did I even have that much? You motherfucker. What kind of law is that? What kind of dictatorship do we live in? Whether it's real or not, you still accepted it. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, we are not friends, Darian. You're gonna fucking pay for this. But since we both know Uganda Knuckles can barely keep his own drool in his mouth... Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so... I don't know how much I... Hey, Drawer, welcome. Bienvenue. However much I had, he took it. I doubt I had 200. Jeez, well now... Good thing that Knuckles stole the money back for you. Yeah. Turns towards you with a dazzling smile. Adjusted his red flat cap with one paw while the other... Okay. Tell Creation about the... Yeah, yeah. Turns towards you with a dazzling smile, adjusting his red flat cap with one paw while the other casually pats the bulging, shifting bag at his side, presumably Munch the Mimic, given the occasional wet chomp noises coming from within. Oh-ho, a strapping new face in Silverpine. You must be Noja, Creation the handsome and totally trustworthy merchant at your service. He bows with an exaggerated flourish, tail flicking playfully, though his sharp green eyes linger a beat too long on your bronze armor and gold ring. Pupils briefly narrowing like a cat spotting prey. Pleasure's all mine, I assure you, especially when fate so kindly delivers a customer straight to me. Munch gurgles hungrily as if in agreement. Well, I'm... Customer. Me down for... Let's see, and we got a little bot there. Get out of there. What's this emote? Rule check. Okay, let's go here. I hate to impose, but you wouldn't happen to have any food, would you? Robbed by the law, my dear Noja. Let's see what we got. Okay, I'll read this one. Gasps dramatically, placing a paw over his heart. Robbed by the law, my dear Noja. That's Squashed Hayden Special. Hey, cool, thanks. Hope there was one of other NPCs after you murdered Fargo in cold blood. I chose a whole new random cast. Let's see. My dear Noja. That robbed by the law. My dear Noja, that's practically initiation around here. Fear not. Creation protects his friends. He rummages in Munch's toothy maw, yelping slightly as the mimic nips his fingers before producing a suspiciously squashed meat pie. Ah, one slightly pre-chewed but entirely delicious Hayden special, only moderately stale. For you, my beleaguered friend, a mere favor owed later. Fair trade, no? Whiskers twitching in sudden calculation. Munch lets out a wet burp that smells suspiciously of week old sausage. Thanks, buddy. Eats the meat pie gratefully. Let's, this favor is right now. I'd like to pay my debts quickly. Yeah, and we can't murder a vanilla NPC because we can't change their routine to have them play dead. Or can we? No, we can't. Not unless someone's modded that yet. Scammed, yeah. Chuckles while leaning in conspiratorially, tail swishing with barely contained mischief. Oh, nothing too strenuous. I just need a strapping wolf like yourself to say, dramatic whisper, accidentally trip that vile little green-scaled courier as she wobbles out of Garrus later. Muriel's got it coming for snitching on my perfectly legal perfume business last month. Munch gurgles in gleeful agreement, drooling on Creation's boots as he adds, won't even leave a bruise. Mostly, probably. Tell you what, let's see. Sure. Claps his paws together with a delighted chirp, nearly knocking his flat cap askew. Marvelous! I'll be watching from the bushes with... Oh. Marvelous! I'll be watching from the bushes with totally innocent snacks. Munch gurgles ominously as Creation produces a small, suspect-looking vial from his jacket. And here, free sample of my definitely not contraband relaxing musk, trademark. Makes you smell like lavender, while... Oh, excuse me, winks. Encouraging honesty in others. Everybody's trying to give me illegal contraband. Munch suddenly sneezes, spraying dubious glitter across the bakery floor. Effects may vary. A bar of soap. Oh, okay. I thank you again. See you around. Hey, Woody! Was it? Yeah. Welcome back, dude. How things going? Bar of soap or barf of soap? Barf soap. Barf soap. That'd be... Bows with an exaggerated sweep of his cap. Always has been a little bit. I'm furry adjacent. Bows with an exaggerated sweep of his cap, grinning like a fox who just outsmarted a chicken coop. Until destiny reunites us, my delicious dear comrade. Munch lets out a wet giggle like chortle as Creation whispers to it, "Oh ho, this'll be spectacular." He melts into the shadows, but you catch him gleefully humming, "Whoopsie daisies are happening tonight," as he slinks toward the tavern bushes, flat cap bobbing with each mischievous step. Notices bulge. Yeah. Everybody notices the bulge. Okay, squash Hayden's special. A flattened meat pie, slightly damp from mimic saliva and smelling of stale pastry and old sausage. This is a full meal. Hey, nice. News to me, they're getting better at hiding it. Yeah. And then this is made with olive oil. It's just a regular bar of soap. But I could sell the bar of soap and maybe put a little bit of money towards an actual proper meal. Let's go here. Ah, there. Okay. Let's go here. Water skin refilled. Let's see. Let's burn the market letter. At first I had a zillion market letters because I didn't know how I could dispose of them. Who's this? We're cutting it really close with the open pants. Yeah, you meet all kinds of weirdos here. A lean orange and white feline steps into your path, his movements fluid and too deliberate to be accidental. You can push down his sprite a bit, or that would make him look actually new. Yeah. His mismatched eyes flicker with mischief as he tilts his head, assessing you. One ear twitches upward while the other stays lax, as if his very body can't decide on a mood. The crude stitches along his exposed chest and arms gleam faintly in the sunlight. But he doesn't seem bothered by them. If anything, he leans into your gaze, grinning. Well, well, new blood. Silverpine's either blessed or cursed today, depending on who you ask. Or both. He taps a claw against his chin. Theatrical. Most folks pick a door, living or dead, friend or foe. But me? I'm like the threshold, more fun that way. So, armored stranger with a wolf's bite and a potion's stink. He sniffs the air dramatically. You're either trouble or delightful trouble. Tell me, which one's your favorite lie? Trouble. Broke trouble. How you doing, Woody? What have you been up to? He barks a laugh, tail flicking like he's caught between amusement and something sharper. Broke trouble? Oh, now that's rich. Money's just shiny regret anyway. Hold it too tight and it cuts. But you? He circles you, steps light, gaze lingering on the dented gold. Broke wolves don't wear warm armor or stolen jewelry without stories. His grin twists, stitches pulling taut. So, tell me, did you rip that ring off a noble's corpse, or charm it off a greedy raccoon? Wait, no. Leans in, whisper hiss. Let me guess wrong first. It's more fun that way. Well, happily. Happily. Guesses are wrong. The ring is an old heirloom of mine. And the armor... Wait a minute, hold on a second. We are all gay now. This is a new thing for the stream. Okay, you know how... See, I found about, like, furries that they're Schrodinger's gay. That kind of thing where they're gay but also not gay. Life's alright, starting a new job. Oh, well, good luck with it. Are you all out of school? Everything's wrapped up there. I remember you were you were having no end of consternation at those English tests. I swear, those English tests that you showed us that they take in Poland, most English speakers probably couldn't pass it. That's some crazy stuff. And the armor, I just won in a duel to the death against some prick. Poland mention. Yep. Oh, jeez. Get ads, nerd. No idea what the question was. I was saying you were having a lot of trouble with those English tests, and I was saying that most English speakers in America, all over the Commonwealth, anywhere, Singapore, most English speakers wouldn't pass that test. His pupils dilate, one round, one slit, as he claps his hands together, delighted. Oh, a duelist! Now that's a song worth humming. He spins on his heel, tail hooking playfully around your wrist before slipping away. Death's a fickle dance partner, isn't she? Lets you waltz right out the door sometimes. He taps the claw marks on your pauldron, but she leaves souvenirs. Suddenly serious, then just as suddenly grinning again. Tell me, did he scream when you won? Or was he the quiet, dignified type? I bet he pissed himself. They always do. He didn't scream when I bit out his esophagus. I hope that's how you pronounce that. I mean, spell, excuse me. Got your master's? Hey, congratulations. Those tests have become so obscure. Well, he didn't scream when I bit out his esophagus. Neither was he dignified in defeat, as he immediately to be some sort of lich. He got right back up, throatless, and we fought a second round. That was an epic battle. Yeah, but anyway, Harstan, you were saying that the AI was too forgiving. The thing is, the AI is very moody, and if it's favorable to you, like if it's in a good mood, or if that character's in a good mood, then it has a glass half full approach to everything you do. But sometimes you get into situations like with Darian just now, where he's in a bad mood, and no matter what you say, he still suspects you, right? He's like, I don't want to hear it. And I've seen things like that happen in combat too, where the enemy NPC has all the plot armor in the world, and that makes for some tough fights. I had one like that with Oriana and one with Arthur, where just everything I did, they countered it. I also Tifa. I fought a Tifa Lockhart. Jesus Christ, she was like a monster. Everything that we did, everything I threw at her, she just immediately shrugged it off. She had like saving any kind of wacky stuff. She dodged it. Had a saving throw against it. I couldn't land a finger on her for her speed, and yeah, that was crazy. Sometimes it just depends on what mood is in. That was a fun battle. I hope we have more. I hope people like I don't know, make more characters just so I can fight them. And the other thing is we can also make those kinds of pseudo characters. As long as there's someone with me, then we can make up enemies. A lich. Oh, that's perfect. A throatless bastard cheating death. I love him. No, wait. Hate him. Both? Doesn't matter. Point is, you're the real monster here. He died just once. Okay. Let's see. His ears snap forward, pupils blown wide, and for a split second, the stitches along his ribs seem to pulse. A lich, he cackles, wild and unhinged, doubling over like you've just told the funniest joke in the world. Just remember you playing Witcher 1, which was your favorite. I'm pretty sure I played the whole series on the stream. And they're all good in their own way, but I definitely like them as the numbers go. I know a lot of people who say that they like Witcher 1 the most. I don't see that. I think it had an interesting story and some funny moments, but you should... Did you see that at the end of Witcher 1, I was playing in Russian at first, right? If you remember correctly, and I was really struggling to understand the perks and potions and stuff. But I finally switched it back to English at the very end, and the moment I could, read the perk charts at a glance, I was like, here's what I'm going to do. And I gave myself so much energy regeneration, it was insane. I was just an unstoppable monster, knocking everybody down with Ard and throwing fire everywhere. But no, I definitely like 3 the most. I love the world of 3. Just, the wind and paddling around in a little canoe kind of thing. Not really a canoe, but that dinky little ship. No, I definitely like 3 the most. But they're all good in their own way. I guess they're working on another, but I don't know. I'm hearing some rumors about how it's getting spoiled. Yeah, 3 had the witches, it had Cyrilla, it had all the sorceresses from the novels looking really good. I don't know if I told you this. Well, I mean, if I did tell you, it was a long time ago. I've read all the Witcher books. So it's interesting watching all the Easter eggs that they put in, even from the first game. They bring people back from the dead for Witcher 1. Like, the professor, he's a guy who dies in the books, but he doesn't rate at all. They just, like... Geralt's in a bar, and they're like, oh man, a group of notorious outlaws and bounty hunters are after you, Geralt, and they're causing trouble in the area. One of them is this guy called the Professor, and Geralt literally just says, look, hold my beer, and he just leaves, and he kills all these people off camera. Like, there's no point of view character that actually watches the battle, and he just comes back, he's like, yeah, I killed them all. For a split second, the stitches seemed to... Okay. Oh, that's perfect. A throatless bastard cheating at death. How rude. He straightens, wiping a tear from his mismatched eyes, still giggling. I love him. No, wait, I hate him. Both? Flaps a hand dismissively. Doesn't matter. Point is, you're the real monster here. He died once. You keep winning. Grins, fangs glinting. So, Throat Ripper, how's the tavern sound? Okay. Maybe this guy, 3's nice. It's an open world. I like 2 the most because of the story. Can't lie. I hated 3's main story. Seriously? Really? I didn't think she was that bad. Let's see. I'll take the day off and try to relax and do the mod for the first time. Oh, no. That sucks. Well, I mean, there's plenty of people who will help you draw. Next follow. Okay. So, we have a new admirer and friend. No hope for Witcher 4. I do wonder how they'll ruin the remake, though. Oh, I didn't know they were doing a remake. Yeah, So, I mean, what have you heard about Witcher 4? I just have, like, general, like, secondhand fumes from Culture War accounts. I don't really know what's going to happen or what it's going to be about. I wish they would make a world of The Witcher where you didn't have to be Geralt, you know? Whoever that is, we'll talk to him later. Right now, we need free food because we're broke and hungry. Oh. One day I had a HUD for the game and had. Okay, let's talk our way into some free food because we need it. You know, to be another good addition to this is the ability to actually use an item. Because how many times have I been role playing as someone who's eating or drinking, and I'm like, well, maybe I really need to eat in the. You don't like Siri in the cinematic trailer? Look horrible. I thought Siri was okay. Yeah, I mean, as she wasn't. Yeah, I don't know what you didn't like about her. She had her own play style. She wasn't too OP. Like she's. I mean, a little bit more evasive than Geralt, but still Geralt can roll around like a maniac and live just fine. It was literally killing monsters trailer, but stretching it 8 minutes. Oh yeah. Okay. Perched atop a stool with one leg tucked under her, the green-scaled kobold waves you over with a mug in hand, her orange eyes bright with mischief, despite the fresh dust of the road clinging to her satchel. Well, well, if it isn't the Wolf Baker, or should I say Wolf Knight now, hmm? She wraps her claws against the table, grinning at your dented armor. But yeah, I'm just kind of cynical about games in general, especially from major studios. It seems like the same gray goop is devouring all the creatives, all the companies that we like. You know, it's just a matter of time. I just have a kind of a fatalistic attitude towards them. Either you've been wrestling Gareth's bread dough in full plate, or Oriana put you through another round of protective sibling training. Swigs her drink, tail thumping the stool. Sit, sit. Vex owes me a story about their latest grave robbery, and I owe you a drink for not warning me about that damn market crate's rusted hinge last week. Let's see, the game industry sucked. Complete ass over the last decade. Yeah. She snorts. Nearly lost a finger, but hey, turns out your armor's not the only thing that can take a beating. Have you read the new Witcher book that came out? No. Is it by what's-his-face, that prick author? Or is it someone... Did he allow someone else to write it? I'm kind of a lore completionist. I might have to... If he wrote it, I feel like I'm obligated to read it. Sapkowski. Yeah, he wrote it. Yeah, I kind of have to check it out. It's one of those universes that's on my... It's a prequel thing. Oh, is it like with like Geralt's trainer or something? Who's the point of view character or the protagonist? Yeah, dude, that guy was so sad. Like the way he tried to shake down the company. I mean, like a fool. He turned down every offer before the game was made, and then the game started getting made, and all this, and then suddenly he sends them this letter like he's in the mob, saying, "Oh, let's keep lawyers out of this." Still, Geralt just young. Oh, kind of missed an opportunity to explore more of the world, you know. I talked to some people who actually don't like Geralt, and they're like, "Oh, he's just too emotionless and stoic and so forth." I'm like, "Well, but that's just who he is, you know." And they explain that, but they're like, "Well, I still just don't like him." Yeah, I don't know. He's fine. I mean, for a point of view character, he's fine, right? Because it's other people who act as the beauty sorceresses or the, you know, dandelion as the comic relief. You know, it's other people who are supposed to spice the world up, right? He's just supposed to kill stuff, and he has some good lines, you know. Let's see. Over some bullshit. So anyone who wants to is most welcome. I'm gonna get up for a quick second, get a drink. Alright. Let's see. The emotion of this thing works better in Polish. Sadly, after the first voice actor started adding more emotion to it. Witcher 1's just different. Best Geralt in it, though. It's kind of sad you're getting a completely different experience with the game depending on the language version. The majority of people playing it will never experience the better version. I mean, would you say that hearing the voices in Polish but with English subtitles mostly gives the correct vibe, I guess? Also, did anybody give me food after I pathetically begged? Oh, somebody... Okay, cool. A dented pewter tankard, still frothy with from Gareth's tap, with suspiciously fresh claw marks scoring the handle. Either Vex's idea of a signature or a proof of theft. Okay, well at least it's a little bit of food. Let's see. His ears flick back, then forward, laughter crackling like dry bones as he drapes himself over your shoulder. Oh-ho, lawbreaker already. He plucks your ring between two claws, inspecting it like a guilty verdict. Should have gone for the Lich's gold instead. Undead wallets don't file complaints. Slithers off towards the counter, a tail hooking Gareth's ale tap mid-stride. Tell you what, Mr. Fanged Felon, he purrs, sliding a stolen tankard your way. I'll trade you this drink for the real story. Did you actually charm that potion, or just bite someone important? He grins, fangs glinting. Both's better. So, yeah, it doesn't work. It's kind of like watching a Japanese comedy, but the English VA. Yeah. Yeah, that's... But like I said, if you just hear the intonation... Or, I guess, there's probably a lot of... probably a lot of specific choices of word. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like as my Japanese improves... It's clear how much is missed. Now it seems like blasphemy to watch an actual English voiceover. There's only a couple of really good ones in the entire anime industry. Let's see. The voice itself sounds better, but I don't know how it sounds like it. Yeah. Let's see. Thanks. So you know... Kidna? He has these... filled with random gunk. He offered me one, and about to when that white dragon lady narked on me. I was just being friendly. There's no way Knuckles could be brewing actual allure potions, right? Can you even buy a Coke in America? It's just sugar without substance. What? I don't know. You could look at the active ingredient. I mean, fucking all the food here has sugar in it. I try to get the 0-calorie Coke so it doesn't give me too much of a gut. Without artificial sweeteners, you'd have to look at the active ingredients. You know, they had some crazy Starlight Coke with some weird flavor that they cooked up that I can't even describe what it was like, but it was great, and now it's gone. But artifice is fine. Artifice is what separates us from the animals. Chokes on her drink, slamming the mug down hard enough to make Gareth glance over from the counter before her laughter bursts out, raw and delighted. Oh no, she wheezes, wiping ale from her snout. Please tell me you didn't almost chug Knuckles' swamp water hooch in broad daylight. Leans in, eyes glinting with scandalized glee. That gremlin once tried to sell me a strength tonic that was just radish juice and badger piss. She jabs a claw towards your chest plate. But armor or not, buddy, Seraphine's got a nose like a bloodhound. If she says it was a lure, then Knuckles either leveled up his brewing or stole someone's whole damn alchemy kit. So how much was the fine? And more importantly, she kicks Vex's shin under the table. How much to bribe old Scales for Brains here to sneak into his stash and nab a sample? For science. Waggles eyebrows. The drink features a reddish hue and a taste profile described as a blend of cotton candy, raspberry, and vanilla with a subtle cooling sensation intended to evoke the feeling of a cold journey through space. So that was actually... That sounds... Is that like an AI thing, or is that from their like some page describing it? Cotton candy and vanilla. Yeah, that sounds that sounds pretty close. It reminds me of when we tried to copy the chili at a particular chain of chili dog vendors here. We have this place called Wiener Schnitzel. It was started ages ago by some German immigrant, and then it became a franchise all over the West Coast. No, not all over. I don't have one near me, sadly. And we were pretty sure that they put cinnamon in their chili, and that's why it tastes so unique. Damn. I remember when I was a kid in California, my stupid idiot family would drag me to church, and I'd be like, fuck, this is boring. But then when I get out of church, across the street, Wiener Schnitzel. 2 chili cheese dogs and 2 chili cheese burgers. I had the same thing every Sunday, and it was just great. I could just eat my own weight of chili cheeseburgers like some creature off the Nature Channel. Damn, this shit was good. If I ever get a huge amount of money, you know, like lottery winnings kind of money, I'm not going to need much to be happy. You won't see me driving Bugattis or things like that. I'm just going to eat a lot of chili cheeseburgers. I only need simple things to be happy, you know? Throws back his head cackling as Meryl kicks him, tail lashing like live wire before he flops bonelessly against your side. Science? Oh, I adore terrible ideas. Hooks a claw under your chin, breath reeking of stolen ale. But dragon narcs aside, you were gonna drink a mystery sludge. That's adorable. Next time, at least shake it first. If it glows or screams, that's free dessert. Suddenly serious, then just as suddenly grinning again. Tell you what, though, Throat Ripper, I'll swipe Knuckles' next batch when you drink it, and we'll see if Seraphine or your guts surrender first. Bet starts at 5 of Gareth's least rats. Sticks out his tongue. Oh, excuse. Oh, he cut himself off. Best of Gareth's least rats. Sticks out his tongue. Wait, no, too easy. 20 gold says you'll end up flirting with a tree before dawn. Collapses giggling against Meryl, who shoves him off with an exasperated snort. Sadly, speaking of flirtatious trees though, Uh, peculiar about just outside the tavern. Follow me. Immediately hops down from her stool, tail twitching with curiosity, her scales catching the tavern. Oh. Yeah, those allure potions and the illegality of them is one of the few concrete lore points that we found looking at the code. She hops down, her tail twitching with curiosity, her scales catching the tavern firelight as she eyes you like a suspect ledger. Oh, you've got that look. The I'm about to show you something legally questionable look. Grins, elbowing Vex. But bet you it's either a cursed carving or Knuckles' secret brewing hideout. She strides ahead, then pauses at the door, frowning. If it's a lovesick dryad, though, I'm charging you for emotional damages. Kicks the door open dramatically. Well, lead on, Baker Brigand. Let's see. Oh, even Gareth. Gareth was barely part of that conversation. Okay. Oh, shit. I should have used the say command. That's such a useful thing, and I always forget it exists because I've been playing the game so long before it was... Okay, wait. Put out my foot and trip Mural as she emerges from the tavern. Hits the dirt with a startled yelp, then flips onto her back, baring all her teeth in a half snarling, half exhilarated grin. Oh, you absolute mongrel. That's it. Now you owe me 2 drinks, and I get to shove you into the next suspicious tree hole I find. Darts forward, aiming a retaliatory swipe at your ankle with her tail. Bet you taste terrible with splinters. Let's see. Kicking up dust. Okay, there. And now we did what... Creation wanted us to do. And she just thinks we're an innocent prankster. She doesn't know that we needed to do that to live and to eat. Okay, so even if I sell this bar of soap... Oh, I do have a bunch of stuff back. I need to scrape together some more food. Okay, I'll tell him the mission's accomplished. You know what I should do? I should hunt some slimes. I need to scrape together just a little bit of gold. So if you're still there, Woody, what's the story of the new book? Have you? It doesn't seem like it made much of a splash. This is actually the first I'm hearing about it. Mission. She fell flat on her face, but she seemed to think it just an prank rather than your righteous vengeance. Either way, I've kept up my end of the deal. Oh, well. No job, back so soon, and looking particularly dashing in that armor. Tell me, did our dear constable accidentally faceplant into a ditch yet, or is the show still pending? Let's see, if he's waiting so long he might be giving us something. Oh, never mind. Anyway, Woody, I'm back on my bullshit. I'm making another game. Only this time, I have people who might actually try it out. Don't know much about it. Came out 2 years ago, and it's a prequel after the Kaer Massacre. Bonehammer shoot? No. So wait, Sapkowski, he considers the Kaer Massacre from Witcher 1 to be canonical. The way he was acting, I was sure that he would be stubborn about it and disregard everything that happened in the games. Or wait, but you said it was a younger Geralt. This is an earlier Kaer Massacre, like when it, I mean, because I guess the fortress is really messed up. So it just got, I guess it got attacked previously. He lets out a delighted, high-pitched chortle that devolves into a coughing fit when Munch suddenly clamps onto his sleeve in excitement. Oh ho ho! Just to serve with style. He tugs his sleeve free with a wet pop, then flashes you a shameless, admiring once over, gaze lingering just a beat too long on your impressive physique. And here I thought your talents were limited to looking unfairly dashing in bloodstained bronze. Munch drools audibly as Creation leans in, voice dropping to a conspiratorial purr. Tell me, does that righteous vengeance extend to helping me relocate a few understood crates of perfumed goods before sunset? For, say, another of Hayden's questionable meat pies? His tail curls smugly around his ankle, knowing full well you can smell the lie. Sure, I'll move your crates. Like some proper food. Creation to show you something crazy he's come across. Wasn't there one in some book? That's why there weren't many witchers. Yeah, come to think of it, I think there was an attack on it before, and that's why it's portrayed as so damaged. Yeah, okay, it's coming together. But it was like a populist. That's right. Yeah, it was like a peasant mob that they led up there. Fauci's on stand again. Yeah, I wouldn't get my hopes up. I mean, I don't know what I'm even allowed to say on Twitch. He deserves a lot for everything that he's done. But there's, I mean, the average sheep in the public either doesn't care or doesn't know or still thinks he's a hero or something like that. It's ridiculous. He already had one of his attorneys thrown out of a hearing for just not obeying the rules of order. There's so much shenanigans in those congressional hearings. Sure, I'll move your crates, but I'd like some proper food in exchange. Okay, I'll just say it. For everything that he's done, he deserves to have done to him what he did to those dogs in that Tunisian lab. It's ridiculous. I mean, think of all the trouble, all the death, all of the consequences, all of the fallout from the lockdown policies and all these other things. All of that. And then people aren't even mad about it. Right? People aren't even mad about it. Class paused together with the theatrical gasp. A connoisseur. Munch gurgles in protest. Oh, he stole some... Okay, yeah, there you go. Munch gurgles in protest as he rummages inside, emerging with a cloth bundle suspiciously leaking gravy. Ta-da! Rosalind's secret stew, borrowed before it could tragically spoil. He winks, tossing it to you, despite Munch's indignant gnashing. Now about those crates. They may or may not be stashed behind the bathhouse. Flicks ears towards distant tavern laughter, and if a certain kobold starts sneezing violently mid-delivery, purely a seasonal allergy, obviously. Munch sneezes glitter again for emphasis. So they have trade windows, but they don't trade anything yet. Supposedly, this is going to be the next update that the developer gives. But we've already made a mod that can give custom NPCs their own inventory. Okay. A thick, hearty root vegetable and rabbit stew, slightly lukewarm, and smelling strongly of wild garlic and forest herbs. Oh, that's... Okay, plus 34? That's not bad. Oh, and here's this little bastard. I'll be right back. Yeah, I wouldn't get my hopes up. I mean, every single day that guy walks around free is an injustice. Suddenly barrels around the corner of the bakery at full speed, skidding to a halt in front of you with wild clicking laughter. "Whitefoot, brother!" He wheezes dramatically, clutching his distended belly. "You still have the potion? The guards are coming, yes, very bad. You must drink now, or hide it in the Fat Wolf Tavern keeper's ale." He scrambles in frantic circles, kicking up dust. He suddenly freezes, snout twitching, then leans in with a conspiratorial whisper. "But if you drink..." His eyes flick towards the bridge where Oriana bathes. "Maybe my queen sister Celandine will notice you, eh? Hey, hey." A glob of spit lands on your boot as he erupts into giggles, then abruptly bolts towards the patrol post, screeching, "Darian, brother, I bring you gift too, Ebola blessings." His manic cackles fade as he disappears into the tall grass, leaving only a faint sound of uncontrolled clicking behind. Yeah, I don't think he's good. I was going to tell him, you cost us a lot of money, you little bastard, but I'm getting the feeling like maybe he's not good for it. Who's this? Gotta love it when two superpowers fuck the world over. Yeah, yeah, it's like everybody fucking skates. And the thing is, people are so susceptible to kind of factional thinking that if you say, look, this was clearly a man-made virus, it, you know, like, it should have been clear from the very outset, and people say, no, you know, it's you know, the people who, you know, they just say, oh, well, I just want to complain about Trump or Republicans or, you know, the MAGA movement and so forth. And I'm like, well, go ahead. But that has fuck all to do with, you know what I'm saying? Like, for some reason, that just eclipses everyone's thinking of everyone I know. It's like, you can hate two people, or at least distrust two different people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can hate this group of people all you like. It doesn't mean that everyone else should be automatically exonerated in your thinking. But people have this square wave in their minds where they say, look, I don't have the I don't want to divide my focus into distrusting two factions of people. You know what I'm saying? So many people let him off the hook, let all of those pro-lockdown people off the hook, and I think, look, you know, someone who has committed things that were every bit as bad as the atrocities committed by the Nazi or Imperial Japanese scientists is just walking around and style himself a hero of the effort to address the problem that he created, right? And there's some people who just say, no, that's crazy, that's a conspiracy theory, blah, 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 blah. And I just think it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. To change even a single person's mind is such an uphill battle. This makes me think of your old friend who told you you're one of the evil ones. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy there. And the thing is, Forbidden Night, and I won't go too long on this. We'll talk to the guy on the bridge in just a second. The thing is, it was never crazy, right? And it was never a conspiracy theory. If you were to ask the average person, regardless of what their politics, and you ask them point blank, do you think the major governments of the world are experimenting with biological weapons? They would all say yes. I don't think you'd find a single person who, prior to COVID, if you ask them, do you think that the U.S., China, Russia, maybe the United Kingdom, France, Germany, you know, the major wealthy nations of the world, or large powerful nations, do you or do you not think that they have labs where they tamper with germ warfare, right? They would all say, yeah, of course. You know, it's like that, as Yuri Bezmenov said, irreversible demoralization. Yeah. But now that they've been told that it's crazy, they all, like a bunch of parrots or bleeding sheep, they say, oh, that's crazy. I'm like, no, it's not. Why is it crazy? We developed anthrax. We developed a bomb that can incinerate an entire city, and we decided that bomb wasn't powerful enough, so we made a bomb that floods the chamber with hydrogen so that it's, like, you know, orders of magnitude more powerful. You know, it's like, well, we don't want to blow up a whole city. We want to blow up the entire Tri-City area. We want to blow up the entire prefecture or oblast. We developed that, but what, we wouldn't develop a disease like a bacteria or a virus? How is it crazy that people are at least trying to do that? And even if the technology to make one from scratch didn't exist, obviously people would take pre-existing organisms and tamper with them. And we know that we've mapped out the genomes of the human, not just human beings, but all kinds of creatures. That technology to map out the genome of an organism or full-blown life form is now off-the-shelf technology. So the idea that we wouldn't do it, the idea that we couldn't do it, that is just pure ignorance, right? Now that doesn't prove that it happened a particular way, right? I'm not trying to. You know, that's the conspiracy theorist fallacy, is saying, well, they could do it, ergo they did it. I'm not saying that proves everything, but the idea that people just dismiss it is just ludicrous. Of course it could have been all along, and it's just ridiculous. But they say, oh, I'm not part of that faction who believes that crap. You know, it's like, jeez. It's like everyone has this stubborn, cut off their nose despite their face attitude towards so many things. And when people change their mind, you get told they believe that. Yeah, that's the other bullshit thing. Forbidden Nights. That's the only. Imagine if they made Alex Mercer next. I forget who that is. Sorry if I'm quiet. I'm trying to. That's fine. That's fine. And I mean, I waste a lot of time with current affairs rants on the stream. I think a lot of people don't appreciate it. I've watched the viewer count in the past every time my discussion especially is turned towards politics or current affairs, and it like cuts the audience in half. So obviously that's not what most people are here for. But I'm a news junkie and a current affairs junkie, so it's hard for me not to talk about it. Yeah, I just wanted to play video games. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I read all this shit about, like, you know, wars going on in Sudan and all these conflict zones and it's stuff that most people would probably find completely irrelevant or boring. And then there's no